Friends, welcome to my second video. In this video, I am going to explain how to create dynamic XPath for Selenium WebDriver. If you already have gone through my first video, then this video would be easy for you to understand. Okay, so you can see that the heading is what is dynamic XPath. So under this, I am going to explain what is the difference between single slash and double slash, then dynamic web element or location based web element XPath. Third point is how to change XPath during runtime. Fourth point is XPath using dependent web element. And fifth one is siblings type of XPath creation. Okay, let's come to the first point. Before that, let me explain what is dynamic XPath. I already have one application open, uh, the Domino's website, so it would be easy for me to understand you that what is kind of dynamic XPath. If you see 19.99 dollar, right? So this is kind of advertisement where Domino's they keep on changing. So this first one, this advertisement, second one carry out 7.99 each. So all these are kind of dynamic objects. So if you want to test this particular scenario for the advertisement, you have to use dynamic XPath to test this particular application. Okay, now before going through the details, I'll explain what is single slash and what is double slash. Single slash equals to it allows you to create absolute path expressions, and double slash it allows you to create relative path expressions. So from technically term wise it would be difficult for to understand these two terms, but I have an example to make you understand in a better way. See this particular HTML DOM structure. So in this structure you can see that I have a form whose ID is login, and under this form I have four primary child objects. One is A, another is div, third one is second div, and fourth one is another A. So if you consider form as a parent, then under this parent I have four primary elements: A, first div, second div, and fourth one is another A. Okay, now consider div as a parent. Now under this div, how many child objects are there? First one li and another li. So two li's are there. So now if you consider li is kind of parent, so under this li it has only one child object, that is one A. So A is kind of link, you can consider that like that. So second one also you see like that, you consider like that. So second one is also kind of one div. So under one div we have one li, and under li it has one A. So under div it has two li's, this, so two child objects, and under each child it has one link. So if you consider this one, it won't have any child object, so it is alone kind of under this form. So if you consider form, it has four child objects: A, two divs, I mean two A's and two divs. So first one A, second one div, third one div, and fourth one A. Now what is this single slash and what is this double slash? Single slash means it will return you the object, it will return you the object in terms of count if it is immediate child. How? See, double slash form at id equals to login. So I am in this section, I am in this section. Okay, So the XPath of this particular form is like that. Form is the primary identifier and ID I'm considering as a secondary and at the rate of login. So this is giving me the XPath. Form at ID is equal to login. So it is till this. Now see single slash A. Single slash A means it will return you the count of A's under this form, only under this form. Okay, so under this form how many A's are there? 1 and last one is 2. Immediate under this form, always remember. So this is the first and this is the second. That's why the result, as a result, I have written count is equal to 2. Come to the second example. till now till now this one we know that this is nothing but the XPath of the form. So now I have written A then 1. So what is the first A? This is the first A, right? So that's why I have written, if you write like this, A1 then count is equal to 1. Okay, so if you write A2, that means it is indicating this particular object, so the count also it will be 1. If you type double slash form at id is equal to login, then single slash a3, then the count, you won't get any count because this is invalid XPath, because under this form there is no third A, only two A's are present, first one and second one. That's why, but I'm trying to find A3, so that's why count, it won't give you any count, it will give you invalid XPath. Now see the fourth one, double slash form at id is a login. Up to this we know this is nothing but the XPath of the form. Now double slash, so till now everything it was single slash, but I'm writing double slash a. Double slash a, when you give, it will not only count the immediate child of the same primary identifier as well as the other childs also it will consider. Like under this div, this L1 also it has A, right? So these A's count also it will return. So that's why when I'm giving double slash A, it will return you the count, and which is 6, because this is 1A, this is A2, A3, A4, A5 and A6. Okay, so in front of you I can create one more XPath. Let's say up to this, I'm in form. Now if I write single slash div 1, so that means I am in this div. Okay, so here if I write double slash a, it will return me the count of XPath is 2, because this up to this XPath means I am here. So after that, if you give double slash a, then it will return 2. So that means after this div I have these 2. At that time it won't return any A's beyond that, because I am already in this div. Previously it was returning 6 because all this all the A's it was under this parent form, but now div is my parent. So under this parent, if I write double slash a, it will give return me the count of A's, only the child A's which are belongs to this div, so under this div 2 A's are there, that's why it is returning 2. Now same XPath, if you write using a single slash a, see same XPath, if you write using a single slash a, then what would be the count? What would be the count of XPath? It will be invalid XPath. Why? The reason is this div1, this div1 means I am here. So under this div there is no a, all a's are under li, so that's why it won't return anything. So if you change your XPath like l1, sorry, div1, then slash l1, then a, then it will return two two objects as two XPath, because under this div we have li, so under this div we have li, then we have a. So now if you want to come to only this part under first li, in that case this li you have to put a bracket li1, so this is the first li under first div, sorry, this one, first li under first div, then it will come to this a. So if you change li1 to li2, then it will be in this place. Okay, so this is the difference between single slash and double slash. Single slash will always try to find the child objects immediate under the parent. So a means this a is immediate under the parent form, this a is also immediate under the parent form, but this a is not immediate under this parent form, it is under this li. Okay, so when you type double slash, at that time only it will count these a's, that's why I'm getting that here the count as 6. Okay, I think I have given enough example to make you understand what is the difference between single slash and double slash, how, when to use single slash and when to use double slash. Okay, so let me come to the second point, dynamic web element, location based web element or location based web element. When to use this type of web element, you can see that primary identifier at the rate of secondary identifier equals to value of b slash l. This is just an example I have written. Okay, so let me show you when to use that, this type of XPath. Let's say, let me go to the menu page. Okay, so if I open developer option here, let's say I want to check this pizza text is present as a first option in the menu and chicken is as a second option in the menu. Now if you have gone through my first video, so I already have mentioned this pizza is a text, right? So how to create XPath for a plain text? So here you can see that h2 is primary identifier and pizza is the text. So double slash type h2, then text equals to pizza, directly you can type. Just a minute. I think there is some space, so here also we have to maintain space. Yes, so you can see that it is returning 1 of 1. Okay, so that means my this XPath is correct and it is defining this particular pizza text. And if I press enter here, you can see that it is highlighting that particular element. Okay, but here in this XPath it is not defining that the pizza option is present in the table as a first option. Okay, so see how can I dynamically change my XPath and it can tell pizza is option is there and it is displayed as a first option. Okay, so for that you have to come to the table. So this is the table, this is the card body, right? You can see this cardboard is the table, and under this table I have multiple divs, right? All divs are different option. So you can see that first div is pizza, second div is chicken, third div is sandwiches, fourth one is pasta. So how it will be like top down model, I will try to follow. So you can see that div and class name is cardboard, right? So I'll create the XPath like that: double slash div at class equals to cardboard. You can see, but the problem is here it is saying one of two or two of two. So that means this is kind of invalid XPath. In my first video I already mentioned how to eliminate the, so here out of these two, one is see, when it is highlighting that means it is correct XPath and another is hidden XPath. So to eliminate any hidden XPath, cover the entire XPath with a bracket, then put one first and see. Okay, when I'm putting one, you can see that it is properly highlighting the page, I mean the table where I have all the options. So this is my, so this XPath is correct. Now I can move on from this. So this is nothing but the this div. So under this div, first div is the first row, and in the first row I have pizza, right? And this is the point where I have to validate what we have to do here. So see, now I need that first single slash and double slash concept here. So under this div I have immediate this child options, right? So I can easily use single slash here. So what I am doing, single slash, then div, and this is the first div where I have pizza, right? Now change it to 1. So this is my first div. So I am in under this, see it is highlighting only the first div when I am placing 1 in this place. Now maximize this first div and see how, where I have the remaining options. So I have one a anchor tag, then I have div, then I have another div. So under this div I have a, and under this a I have two divs, first and second. So single slash, I am in this a. Okay, under this a I have immediate two child objects. So first div and second div, and you can see that when I'm placing my cursor on second div, it shows the pizza option, right? So again single slash div, you have to give 2 because second div only it is showing me the option, right? So this XPath is called dynamic XPath, which says we have pizza option, we have pizza option. Okay, so we can make it more efficient. Okay, so under this second div h2 is there, right? So again give single slash h2 and single slash h2, and you can say text is equal to space pizza. Okay, now you can see that it is saying that text is equal to pizza. So here this div 1 is the hierarchy which is defining that this pizza option is present under first section. If I change this div to div 1 to div 2 and pizza 2 and pizza 2 chicken chicken, then okay, so let me see that chicken. Okay, so it has lot of space, I think. So there is some, because of space problem this issue is coming. Okay, so two spaces are there. So you can see that now I just change the div from 1 to 2 because chicken is in the second place, right? So it this, but this kind of XPath is defining that my object is there in the second place of the table, and the option is chicken. So same way, if I change div from div 2 to div 3 and the text from chicken to sandwiches, it will also return you the sandwich option, and it will be like in the third place. So this is nothing but dynamic XPath. So this is one example of dynamic XPath. So this is how we have to create using single slash and double slash to get your XPath for that particular object. Okay, now third option is how to change XPath during runtime. You can see that this pattern, how to change XPath during runtime. Okay, so this particular example I will take to define this. Let's say in this page I want to count, I want the count of number of options available, and I want to print all these options. Okay, so if I so here you can see div, if I don't give any number and if I remove this bracket also, it is giving me 8 count, which is correct. So if you see this table, I have 8 options: pizza, chicken, sandwiches, pasta, then sides, dessert, drinks and extras: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so that's why it is giving 2 of 8, I mean total 8 options. Okay, so now this can give me the count of XPath, right? Now in Selenium, if you in Selenium, if you write your code like this, let's say I am taking the count integer option count equals to like this. Let's say driver dot find elements here by dot XPath, then control V. Okay, one more dot. If you give write the code like this size, then this count would be 8. Okay, now if you run a for loop, if you run a for loop to print the options for, let's say int a is equal to 1, a less than equals to this count, you can do like this, then a plus plus. Okay, now start your loop. So how can you print this? So it will be like string menu options equals to, how it will be, it will be like driver dot find element. You can see the difference here, it is element, but here I have written elements because I am trying to count the XPath. Okay, always remember that. Now here same XPath you can copy and you can paste here dot, it will be like get text. Okay, so how can you dynamically change? Now come to the application. If you see, this div is the magic element, right? So if, when you are giving 1, it is pizza; when you are giving 2, it is chicken; when you are giving 3, it is sandwiches; when you are giving 4, it is pasta. Now as per the format what I mentioned, so it will be like the element, this element you have to pass the variable like this. It will be like double quotes, then double plus, then a. What is a? A is this a. So when this loop will run, so first time the value of a equals to 1, right? So at that time this entire structure will become 1. That means div1. So div1 means it will print pizza. Second time the value of a will become 2. Then this entire structure will become 2, div2. Then it will print chicken. So like that a will become 3, 4. Then this will also become, it will also change accordingly. So that's why I have written the structure is double quotes, then double plus, then the variable. So here what is the variable? A is the variable. So here I showed you how to print or get the count of web object in terms of XPath, where you have to use find elements, and how to dynamically use or how to dynamically pass variable within the XPath. Okay, I will explain one more example how one XPath is dependent on another XPath. This structure will define one XPath or one object depends on another object. Come to this page. Okay, let me go to this pizza page. Here I can explain you one good example. Like let's say here you have 1 2 3 4 5 10 12 options, right? And all these pizza options are keep on changing on a daily basis. Okay, now here you can see that for every pizza it has order button. So let's say like that you have 50 different pizza options and 50 different order buttons. So will it be feasible for you to create XPath for all this order button, 50 order buttons? So it will take huge amount of time for you to create XPath for all these order buttons, right? So what you will do, you have to create only one XPath where if you pass the pizza title, so like this pizza title is buffalo chicken, so this pizza title is deluxe or pizza name you can say, then it will click this respective order button. Okay, let me explain you how it is possible. Okay, so let's come to this deluxe. Okay, so where we have this deluxe, or let's come to this one, all are same structure. So it was also there, maybe, yeah, buffalo chicken is there, then deluxe also it will be there. I think, yeah, I missed it, this deluxe. So I'm creating XPath here, double slash same, I think h2, right? The primary identifier. Oh, okay, it's a. So double slash a, then text equals to deluxe. Done. So now, but a is the button. See here, a is the button for this deluxe, right? So here I have deluxe and here is a. So I have to navigate from this deluxe link to this button link. How? So it will be like dot dot, then one more slash, give one more dot dot, one more slash, then type a. You can see now I am in this position. So if you give normal slash or double slash, it will come like this, it will come from parent to child, like this div to this a, this a to, if there is something child under this a, like that. But if you give dot dot slash again dot dot slash, it will go like this A to this H3, this H3 to this div, I mean from right to left. But most of the cases when we give single slash or double slash, it will be like from left to right it comes. So here now you can see deluxe, right? So if you change the pizza name, instead of deluxe, if I change that pizza name to buffalo chicken, see which order button it is highlighting. See, it is highlighting the order button for buffalo chicken. Now if I copy this particular pizza option and if I replace buffalo chicken with this option, see which order button it is highlighting, this one, right? So when you are creating your XPath and if you follow kind of page object model, then it should be like this place. It should be like, let me show you. If I here, it should be like this, right? And instead of this pizza name hard coded, you have to pass the variable. It will be like double quotes, same thing which just now I explained, double plus, then pizza name. Now let's say I'm creating one method. Let's say public let's say I'm creating one method where let's say public void order now button, right? Order now button. Now it will be like, here pass the parameter of the pizza name. Okay, this pizza name string, then pizza name. Yeah, so instead of this void, give like that public by. Now here you can change here format like by dot xpath, then you can in the, this is the structure of the page object. Okay, so it will be like return, you have to return some by type. Now here it will be this particular xpath, this particular xpath. So this is your page object. So if you pass how to say, if you pass deluxe while calling this object, then it will click the order now button respect to the deluxe pizza option. So that's why dependent element I'm mentioning. So dependent why? So this particular object order button, it depends on the pizza name. So if it is buffalo chicken, it will click on order. If it is deluxe, it will click on the respective order button. Okay. Now come to the last point, sibling. Okay. So let me go to the same page here. Let's say sibling means under same parent. Okay, so always follow this type of concept. Let's say this is one A. Okay, under this div it has only one A, and under this A it has two divs. Okay, now let me create the XPath. Div at class double slash div at class equals to, okay, same thing, that two objects it is returning, but we have to eliminate the hidden one. Then done. So under this I already have created XPath for this, that's why. Now under this, if you do double slash a single slash div 1, then you are under the first row, which is pizza, right? Just now I explained this. Now again if you give slash A, then you are in this A, where it has the both image and the pizza option. So under this A we have div. Now type single slash div 1. So this div 1, it has only one sibling, right? This div. Now do like that, following hyphen sibling, then the format is like double colon, then it is div, right? Div. See, it is identifying this one, the pizza one. So when you have to use following sibling, so under a particular parent, if it it has multiple category, okay, so let's say under A, this div and this div all are under this div, right? Parent div. But it is not like under this A, these two div. I'm just giving an example. So in that case, if you come to this A and if you give following sibling and if you give div, then it will return two objects, because under with this child A, both are under same div. It is not under this A, so like that. But here it is under this A, but we don't have. Okay, so let me make it as div 2 and see what it is returning. 0, because it is not something like div 2, it is only single div, right? But here also it is not returning something, I think. Okay, no, now it is returning. Okay, so if you give 1, then it should return, because only one div is there is no more than one. If you give, let's say, A, I'm giving, because there is no A like that. After this div we are here, right? There is no, it won't have any sibling which is A. It has only one sibling which is div. Now come to this div, it has only one h2, so there is, okay, it is not related to this. So this is how you have to capture dynamic XPath, where the images, links, buttons, all those things are keep on changing. Thank you for watching this video.